BTOOOM. Well, look at what we have here. Another anime about a video game. But wait, this is different. I'm used to seeing the fantasy setting when it comes to these types of anime. BTOOOM does things a little different. None of this kiddie shit. I'm talking straight C4 to the face, Will Smith at the end of I Am Legend explosions. Let's talk about the game in itself. BTOOOM is a game that involves nothing but bombs. It's all about throwing and dodge rolling. And I said to myself, well, that's different at least. But it's the strategy in this game that makes it so popular. You aren't just chucking bombs. Well, actually you kinda are. But there are many ways to go about doing things. There are multiple types of bombs that are used. One that involves a timer that doesn't explode until the clock runs down. Even as far as one letting out poison gas on impact. But fuck all that. These are bombs, you know what we want to see. Our main character is Sakamoto, a 22-year-old shut-in that does nothing with his time besides playing BTOOOM all day. But wait, he's top 10 in the world in BTOOOM. He refuses to get a job, and he's very abusive to his mother, who looks like she has just had enough. Well, that looks to be the case, as not too far afterwards he's mugged by these mysterious men and then wakes up on a remote island to where he has no idea how he got there. He's forced to figure out things on the fly and notices that things look all too familiar. With a sack of bombs around him, he realizes he's trapped in a game, but not in the normal sense that we hear of. There's an unknown number of people on this island, all with the same goal. And that is to get the hell off. And the only way to do that is to use the bombs that they've been given to kill others and to collect chips that's in everyone's hand. Of course, there are plenty of people who didn't want to do this at first. They want to try to figure out a way to get off this island without having to do any killing. But as bombs are being thrown at you left and right, your humanity kinda gets lost. So have you ever wondered what would happen if you put a bunch of suicide bombers all on one island? Well,
Allahu Akbar!
Hi.
Allahu Akbar.
Now when it comes to the characters in BTOOOM, they have their positives and they have their faults. And their faults can get really aggravating at times. Sakamoto kind of contradicts himself. The person he is on the island is very different than the selfish asshole he was in the very first episode. And no, I don't mind that he turned into a better person. He kind of just changes all of a sudden. There's also Tyra, who joined up with Sakamoto later in order to figure out a way off the island without having to do any killing. But it just felt like he was holding the team back the entire time. I mean, yeah, he has his moments at times, but in no way do I feel like his contributions offset his negatives. And I can't forget about our main heroine Himiko, who for the most part stayed true to who she was as a character. Self-conscious with a clear despise for men whose life, which was once good, turned upside down. She also links up with Sakamoto later in order to try to get off this island. But it's pretty clear the trust is not there. And while Sakamoto is 22 and she's a 15-year-old high schooler, that doesn't bother Sakamoto at all. I think Quagmire knows what I mean.
Hey there, sweetie. How old are you?
16.
18. You're first.
Mom!
Now Himiko has a lot of good reason not to trust men. There are multiple times where guys try to make moves on her, but she would rather end her life right there than to let them go too far. Now BTOOOM is another 12-episode anime that will leave you with many questions at the end of it. But like I've said before, I'd rather them leave off on a cliffhanger than to give some kind of bullshit filler ending. Now BTOOOM is a pretty action-packed show that I really liked for not taking the typical fantasy trapped inside of game approach. The characters can get annoying, but that doesn't stop me from enjoying this show. That's why I'm giving BTOOOM 4 out of 5.